Just got a chair dance. Join me with my jazz hands and everything.
Well, my sink is shining, but I'm not whining, I'm flying. I'm just a baby
Get your
stepping
water.
and I'm not obsessed when I'm flying. I got my list of things to do, and I'm ready for action in my lace-up shoes. Well, I'm no martyr, I'm just working smarter, I'm flying.
Hey everybody, y'all are getting in here quicker than you've ever done it before. And it's all because of paper clutter. Robert's trying to give me his crud. I am warding it off, everybody. It's kind of right here. I was up half the night last night. Every 2 hours, I would wake myself up wheezing. And I was practically sitting straight up in bed just because I was propped up on, we have an adjustable bed, and I had it sitting at a 45-degree angle, and I'd wake up wheezing. I have to get up and cough all that crap up. Today, I am vitamin C-ing it again and drinking plenty of water, but I don't feel bad. I really don't feel, and I've had 2 cups of coffee. So what I've learned from the congestion this morning is if you drink a really strong cup of coffee, it kind of opens things up. And I've had 2 cups of strong Black Rifle coffee this morning, and it is opened things up, to say the least. I haven't eaten anything because if I eat something, it'll clog me back up, and I didn't want to be clogged up for this show. So here we go. We got a lot of questions. Where did I put them? Here they are. I got questions. Liz and Patty sent me questions. Anyway, say a little prayer for Sister Patty. She woke up this morning with food poisoning. Not good. Not good. And Liz woke up and her eyes were... She sent me a picture of herself. She needs nothing else, y'all. She needs nothing else to happen to her. She planted flowers yesterday, and she woke up this morning and her eyes were shut. She sent me the picture. It looked like a mug shot. I felt so sorry for her. Poor baby. But she had good report yesterday on her knee. She got it bent to 92%, and that is pretty good. That means she can sit down in a chair or on the toilet seat, either one. So let's get some questions going. Check out our new package of the Floors Galore package. It has a rubber sweeper with one handle and our mop with just one handle, and then 2 of our chenille mop cloths, 2 of these with it. And it's a great way to dust mop your floor. I mean, the rubber sweeper is a cool tool for getting up shards of glass. I know y'all are getting snow up in the upper part of this country. Even Constant Contact is shut down out in Colorado because of the snowstorm. It's a freak snowstorm for this time of year. But this week we've been getting rid of our paper clutter. Paper clutter is going away. And once you get a handle on it and you have a system for dealing with the paper as it comes in, then you're not going to have this mess anymore. You're not going to have piles of clutter and piles of paper taking over your whole house. I hope you notice I have on brown today. This is my brown day. It means I have nothing else in my in the drawers. I have these plastic bins in my bathroom that have my clothes, and I have a specific number of outfits. And I don't like this outfit very much, but it's my signal that I need to bring the clothes in that are already folded. Everything I have that was dirty is all clean because I've been doing a load of laundry a day. And so, but I've been purposefully leaving it downstairs so that it would make me go through all my clothes and wear them at an even rate. Do y'all understand that? It just helps me to know this is the last shirt I had, and my pants are brown too. So it's a brown day, and it means that I have to bring the clothes upstairs and put them in my little bin that I have that keeps my clothes and my outfits together. So let's get to the questions. You ready? Help. We all need help. We really do. We have a drawer full of instruction manuals and restaurant menus. My hubby says we need them. What is your stance on these items? Well, the restaurant menus, I say toss them. Who needs restaurant menus? Because all you got to do is go on Yelp, hit the menu button, and you see it. It's an app for your phone. And menus change. Now, we have a favorite restaurant that used to be our favorite, but it got too frou-frou for us. And we didn't know it the last time we went to this restaurant. And we didn't look it up on Yelp. And the menu had totally changed. And it kind of made us a little upset, and we decided we wouldn't go back to that restaurant again. It's in Asheville. And it's one of Rebecca's favorite restaurants, too. And they totally changed up their menu, and it just got too frou-frou. And I don't like frou-frou food. I want down-to-earth food. And they were down-to-earth food, and then it became too fancy. We don't like to go to restaurants with white tablecloths either. But you can throw those menus away because they have websites and they have apps. And Yelp connects to all those things. But the instruction manuals, most of the instruction manuals are online too. But here's the deal. If you know where they are, and I keep an accordion folder for our instruction manuals. And as soon as we get something new, whatever it replaced, that instruction manual goes away because we no longer have that item. And we put it in its place. And we don't file it by the name. We file it by microwave, stove, that sort of thing. Because you don't ever think about the brand of your stove. Just stove. And mine's getting old. It's about 20 years old. And I don't really want to think about having to replace that thing. But we did have to replace our microwave last year. So I would keep the instruction manuals, but they don't need to be in a drawer. Because I bet if you pulled them out and sorted all the menus into a trash can and then looked at the instruction manuals, you would find that you don't have some of those items anymore. So pull them out and let your husband help you go through them. Because if he wants to keep the menus, they're probably so old, they've all changed. So get Yelp on your phone. It's a cool way to keep up with stuff. I got to have another drink of water. Drink up, everybody. Little ones, get your sippy cup. Okay. Now, this is a tough one. My mom and dad passed away. It's been a couple of years, and I have boxes of their papers, but can't bring myself to going near them without getting emotional. Of course you can't. But guess what? You probably don't need any of them. The main thing is you get the pictures and things that are in there. You need to keep a death certificate, birth certificates, that sort of thing. But don't push yourself to go through them if you're not up to it. You can set them in the corner and put them, stack them up if you need to, put them in a closet, and then in a couple of years where you're not as emotional about it, then you can go through them. But don't push yourself to go through them if you're not ready. That's just wrong. She also says, my file cabinet is overflowing with paper, as is my desk and home office floor. Where do I begin? Pick your desk. We already did the desk this week. $38 something, $38.95 I think is the Floors Galore package. It's been a start with your desk, and then you've got a surface to work on. But get 3 boxes, left, right, and center. Label them. Pull everything off the left side of your desk and put it in the left box. Pull everything off the right side of the desk and put it in the right box. Everything that's in the center, put it in the center box. And then put back things on your desk that need to be there. Pencil holders, desk mat, stapler, little things like that. And then start going through the piles 6 inches at a time, 5 inches at a time, handful at a time, and only handle it once. That's the Ohio method. Sorry, y'all. You start with your desk. That's always a good place to start. Because that's where most of it is. And just process it. One piece of paper at a time. Have a trash can. Have a shredder. Have a paper sack that you put things in that are going to get burned in the fire pit. And then that's the way you dispose of it. So it's trash. It's things to be put away, to be filed away. Because you got to start a little area for that. Y'all, God is so good. I had a prayer answered today. And it's just been... God is good. I'm telling you. Do you have any recommendations for dealing with large volumes of photos? Yeah, I do. Next. No, I'll tell you what it is. As you're going through this paper clutter, you're going to find pictures. I want you to get a bin, a plastic bin, a drawer in your dresser. You pick a place, just one place. One place. To put these pictures. And as you run across them, you put them in this one place. And when you get through the whole house, gathering up all the pictures that you can find, because you're going to find them in every hot spot. Get all the pictures in one place. Even photo albums that you don't know where to put them. Put them all there, because in the wintertime, when you can't go out and play and you can't do fun things, you can get you some photo albums. And if you have 4 children, get 4 albums and you can write on them with paint pens. This is Maggie's photo album. And eventually you'll take the family pictures and divide them into sets. One for the family and one for the kids. Well, several for the kids, however many kids you got. And then you're going to take those photos and divide them out. And build photo albums for your family. Now, get on Amazon or wherever and order some photo albums that are just alike. And then my mother did this. And it was one of the best things she ever did for us, was put together these photo albums. She did some editing, though, which was not kind. Because she got rid of all of our daddy's pictures. I mean, all of them. The only way we had pictures of Daddy is that if it was on the back page of a glue-in photo album, and she cut the picture out, and his face might have been half on one. That's the only way we had pictures of our daddy. And that's not right. You know, you married them for a reason once upon a time. They're not bad people. Don't edit your child's history. Don't do it. It's not good. I've known people that didn't even know who their father was because their childhood had been edited so much. And that happened to my brother. His mother got rid of everything, and he happened to come across, he didn't even know what his last name was, and he happened to come across a kindergarten diploma with the Watson name on it. And on that day when he found that, he asked his mother about it, and his mother told him the daddy had died. So he learned he was a Watson and that his father had died all in one day. And he ain't got over it. He hadn't got over it. So gather up all those pictures, and then come wintertime, you can start sorting them into different, you can start sorting them into folders that are for each child, specific things that, you know, soccer matches and different things that are all about them. Or you can sort them into groups, you know, action pictures. There's just fun ways to do it. Okay. We got one page done. Hold just a second. I gotta get something for this next question. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play a song for you while we're doing this. Oh, I don't want to do that. I do that every time. I'm going to play the Go Me song because we need to celebrate that we're tackling this paper clutter. Here we go. I'll be right back.
I'm flying and so proud, soaring high above the crowd. I will smile and shout out loud. Go me, go me, go me. I will bless my house today. Having fun along the way. I can't wait to start my day. Go me, go me, go me. I can do it. There's nothing to it. I'm flying through it. Go me, go me. With a smile upon my face, I will quicken the pace, knowing I can win this race. Go me, go me, go me. 15 minutes is all I've got, but I'm not gonna stop until I beat the clock. Go me, go me, go me.
Okay. Here's the next question. How do I keep sentimental Christmas and birthday cards? Let me show you. Let me show you. This is what I keep my sentimental cards in. And one day when I go off to the old folks' home, I'm taking this with me. It's full. You see? It's full. I have a bunch of cards in a little bag here. And it's just a little cardboard hat box. And it's cute. It's cute. It's got a rooster on it. Somebody gave me this for Christmas one time. And it just makes a great little box to put things in. Now, as I get older and I start running out of room in here, I may sort through them and get rid of some of them. But for now, they all fit. And it makes me happy because I have a nice little box. Okay. And I keep Christmas cards and birthday cards in here. Can't get better than that. Okay, next question. School papers. Now, I don't know if it's her school papers or if it's kids' school papers. But let me read the question for you. School papers. Yeah, I want to keep them all, but what is the best way to keep the good stuff? And which do you deem not good enough to keep and actually toss them into the recycle bin? Well, if they're not your papers, if they're your child's papers, here's what I recommend. You get an inbox. And during the week, every paper, as you clean out their backpacks, every paper you put in this bin. And then on Saturday morning, I want you to go have the child go through that bin of papers and pick out their favorite thing from the week. Just this week, not the whole month, this week. Pick one item that is their favorite. And then you can divide the papers up between grandparents and aunts and uncles and share that pack of papers in a manila envelope and send it to them. Teach the child how to address the envelope, and then your family can see the papers. Now, you might have to go through those boxes later after your parents die and get rid of those papers, but the child has picked their favorite. And then next week, when you go through the bin again, you take that favorite piece and date it. Or you can take a picture of it, or take a picture of your child holding it, and you can put it in a folder, or you can put it in a sheet protector in a notebook. And then at the end of the school year, you'll have 36 weeks, or the whole year, 52 weeks, back and front, 26 pages of what they did this year. What they did this year. And then your parents, sisters, brothers, aunts and uncles, they can throw the papers away. Now, I have a picture of a painting Ethan did when he was about 8. That's of a koi fish. And I love fish. And I took a picture of him holding his picture. And it comes up on my computer every once in a while. I get to see it. Justin did something when he was in the first grade that he's born organized. I can't help it, but he is born organized. It's not my fault. And he took this picture that they had to make a Christmas tree. And they made it out of wadded up pieces of construction paper and glued it to another piece of construction paper, and took him all day. And his teacher he worked real hard. He made little bitty spitballs to go on this. He wadded up little tiny pieces of paper instead of big wads. And he worked on it all day, and his teacher was just thought it was, Miss Nancy thought it was so funny that he was so particular about it. For many years, that was the only Christmas tree I had, and then I put it where it didn't belong, and a mouse ate it. I don't have a picture of it, but I remember it. I remember it well, and it was a great representation of who Justin was and his perfectionism. And and it was just, but I didn't keep it. I didn't keep it safe. But it is just a piece of paper. And that's the only piece of paper I've ever regretted not having in a safe place. Besides the car title I put somewhere once upon a time. That was his. Okay. What should I do with disability lawyer papers and doctor bills that are at least 10 years old? They can go away. All you need is the court order or whatever that resulted in the ruling on this. You just need to keep the final piece of paper and get rid of all the rest. It can all go away. Most of it needs to be burned or shredded because it's probably got your Social Security number on it. So I would get rid of all of those. Another page done. Hey, we're doing good. Got 2 pages. I think we need another song. How about y'all? Let's see. What are we going to play now? Let's do Wings to Fly. Wait, I can't remember that song. Let's do... Where is... Oh, let's do Room Patrol again since we're doing paper clutter. Room Patrol, it is. My nephew Alex stars in this one.
A member of the Special Elite Operations Unit, Room Patrol. When room needs rescue, you can count on me. Room Patrol, this is dispatch. We have evidence of a hot spot in Sector 2. All members of Room Patrol respond. Move in and eliminate the clutter. Let's go. We have surrounded the clutter in Sector 2. You're right. This hotspot is drawing clutter and flies. We're sending in the SWAT team. Let's get to the bottom of this. Heat your gear. Lace up your shoes. Room Patrol, let's roll. We have newspapers hiding behind the magazine racks. They're taking over. I repeat, they're taking over. Please advise. Room Patrol, you have authorization to remove all expired newspapers and magazines from the premises immediately. Roger. All clear. There's a cold grin on the trash receptacle. I can smell it from here. Put on your gas mask and move in. Copy that, dispatch. No job is too hard for Room Patrol. Let's pack it up and ship it out. Mission accomplished.
That's a good song. I really like that song. And it's dealing with paper clutter. And we've all got it. Okay. I have saved tax papers for years, but never needed them. How far back should I keep? In yesterday's morning musing or the day before's morning musing, I had a link to Dave Ramsey's page on what to keep. He keeps it real simple. If you deduct things for a business, you need to keep those things 7 years. If not, you can keep your tax returns for 4 years. My tax returns take up about this much space, and I have them. Robert has all of his, and then all of ours, which is 20 years of them, and they take up this much room in a file drawer. They don't really... Liz will find that link to the Dave Ramsey site. But don't get caught up in perfectionism. Most everything, whatever you keep, don't keep the boxes of stuff. Keep the things that you actually used as deductions on your tax returns. And next week is tax time. It really is. Okay, next question. I have hot spots of paper in several places around the house. I didn't know how to even start dealing with them. Can you help? Start with your desk. If you have a desk, I don't have a desk. Robert has 2 desks down in the basement. I don't have a desk because if I had a desk, it would be piled up. I have a pile of paper right over there that just came out of the printer because I had to replace some paper in the paper drawer. I have a desk that's right here, but it's a sewing machine. I have a vanity, which it used to be an organ, but I don't put papers on that. I have some papers right in here that are your questions and missions. Let's see. But start with your desk and then a hot spot as you walk in your house. Where is that hot spot? Deal with that hot spot. Those are 2. Okay, my niece sent me a text. Okay. Next question. This is the last question. When I pay a bill, how long after should I keep the statement? It's according to if you're going to be deducting those things off your income taxes. I used to do taxes. I know a little bit about them. But Dave Ramsey has the best list I've ever seen for what to keep and how long to keep it. Brooke is doing well. What we do is we get rid of it immediately because Robert just doesn't keep things like that because we don't deduct anything in our house. Even when our servers were in the basement, we didn't deduct any portion of our house on our income taxes because we just considered it just a normal expense. So when you pay a bill, should I keep this? I wouldn't keep it unless you're deducting it on your taxes, and then you've got to keep that part of it. Y'all, I'm losing my voice. So the main thing you've got to keep in mind is don't start tackling this paper clutter if you're not dressed to lace up shoes and you don't know what's for dinner. So what's for dinner, everybody? Pick it all out, and I'm going to tell you what today's mission is. Let me find it. Wednesday's mission. Thursday's mission. We're in the kitchen this week. Thursday's mission was to go after your countertops. Scrub the countertops. start with a sink full of, I'm allergic to honey, folks. I can't have honey. Can't do honey. Just wipe down all your countertops and take things off of your kitchen counters that you don't use. If you don't use your crock pot at least 3 times a week, get rid of it. If you don't use, not get rid of it, but clean out from under your sink and put it under your sink so that you can get it out easily. But get those things off your kitchen counter that you don't use often. And then that way, your kitchen's going to look clean all the time. See? I have a buffet bar that's underneath my china hutch that I keep the appliances I don't use often. My mixer, my food processor, our toaster, those things. Robert doesn't use a toaster every day, but he uses it once or twice a week. Beef roast, taters, and carrots. That sounds good. And let's see what tomorrow's mission is. It's to mop your floor. Yep, it's to mop your kitchen floor. Hot soapy water and go after it. Housework done incorrectly still blesses your family. I know y'all don't believe it, but even if you hit a lick at a snake, it's better than not doing anything. It's better than not doing anything. So say a prayer for my nephew Ben, who's in prison, that God works in his life to go to the place that God wants him to go, when it comes to when he gets out on parole. So say that prayer. Brooke is in L.A., and I'm reminding her that, we grew up in earthquake country at Reelfoot Lake. And I'm reminding her that she's moved back into earthquake country and she needs a go bag. Everybody needs a go bag in the event that they have to be evacuated. It could be for forest fires. You just grab this bag and go. That's why we put things in our red office in a bag. This is an emergency bag that has everything. What does hitting a lick at a snake mean? Oh, it's just do something. It's a southern saying that you just go after that snake. If it's a poisonous snake, I would kill it. But the main thing is do something. And when my books were translated into other languages, German, French, lots of things, and Sync Reflections, it was the Dave Ramsey link was in one of our musings this week, one of our morning musings. If you don't get our email, sign up and get our email. Tomorrow we're going to try to be on about 11 o'clock. That's what I'm hoping for. I haven't heard from Brian yet, so I'm hoping that we can do this. A lick and a prayer. But just do something. Just do something. Hit a lick at a snake. Don't be, Robert would say, my arm ain't broken. I can do it. When he asked me to marry him, here's how he did it. He said, this is looking a lot like marriage. I don't need a housekeeper. I don't need somebody to do my laundry. I don't need somebody to cook for me. If my arm ain't broke, I can do it myself. And I looked at him and I said, do you feel the same way I do? Because I wasn't about to say it. And he said, yep. What kind of engagement ring would you like? And I said, I don't need an engagement ring. And he said, oh yeah, you do. You need a token of my affection. And so he designed our rings, and it spent all day one day picking out the stone for it. And it was just a sweet gesture. He didn't need somebody to clean. He wanted a life partner, somebody to go through the rest of his life with, watching over him. Now, he is not a good patient. Ask me how I know. Because this week, he wouldn't go to the doctor. He wouldn't do anything. Well, I don't have any fever, so I'm not going to the doctor. But I could get my doctor on the phone right now if I wanted to. And we had known each other 3 months. We met August 22nd of 1996, and we got married November the 30th of 1996. And he spoils me rotten. He won't listen to me worth a flip when it comes to health stuff. He wouldn't take any vitamin C. He wouldn't turn on the humidifier. But last night I turned on the humidifier for me, and he got the benefits of it. But he is on the upswing from his little crud. So everybody, let's drink up. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, I'm going to play one more song. For some reason, I'm going to play one more song. Let's see what that's going to be. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be the song that makes me cry every time I play it. Why? Well, I could do one more thing. No, let's do Why Not Today. Here we go. Eric Dodd singing our song, Why Not Today. I love this song.
I've been waiting for just the right moment to start living the life of my dreams. I was hoping some magical moment would come rescue me, but it hit me today. There's no better time to begin. This day I've been given is my day to start living, so I'm jumping in. Why not today while the sun is shining? Today while I know I can. The past is behind me, tomorrow can't find me till I live today. So why not today while my heart is ready? Today while it's in my grasp, I'm learning to fly. But how will I know how high I can soar if I never try? Why not today while the sun is shining? Today while I know I can. The past is behind me. Tomorrow can't find me till I live today. Why not today while my heart is ready? Today while it's in my grasp. If I start out slowly, confident knowing I'm still on my way. Why not today? Why not today? Why not today?
I love that song. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And don't be killing any black snakes. They're thirsty right now. They're just coming out of hibernation. I watched a video the other day of a guy feeding a black snake a glass of water, and the snake was just lapping it up. Okay, folks, I like black snakes. I don't like copperheads. I don't like rattlesnakes. But I like black snakes. Bye. I've even ran interference for a black snake one time that was all the way across a country road, and people were going to run over it, and I stopped my car and I got out and I held the cars off because I like black snakes. They do good things. They eat rats. They eat other snakes. So black snakes are good. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry to get on my rant about snakes. Bye. But I don't want one in my house. And I've had one in the house. See you later.